Hey everyone, my name is Tyler Wheelock. I'm an intuitive healer, and I just wanted to come on today and share about some questions I've had. They've come up a bunch in sessions, and then some people have replied in some comments and stuff, talking about agoraphobia and just fear of open spaces, but also fear of public spaces, and what that all means, what some of the energetic ties are, and some things that can be done to help remedy that so that these people can, anybody who's experiencing this can function better in society. This manifests in so many different ways. People lock themselves inside. Some of them become hoarders. There's a lot of social anxiety associated with this. It can also manifest as allergies, especially like hay fever. Anything that in the summertime when most people are outside that can help prevent you from being out and really experiencing it without some kind of a medication or something involved that would help dull some of the sensation you're having. So where I want to begin, this video is going to jump around because there are really so many different ways, root causes of this. So if one really resonates with you, that's, I'd really explore that more. But agoraphobia really comes around from childhoods that were either very traumatic or emotionally unstable, where the child felt they had to constantly monitor what was going on to remain safe. They're constantly feeling into their parents, into their siblings, whoever it was they were around a lot, to feel what was going on with them so they could anticipate and then try and control the situation so that they would remain safe. What that does now as an adult going out into big groups, you're open to everybody's energy because your protection mechanism is to monitor. So you're just being absolutely inundated with everybody's energy, and a lot of that, right now in society, everybody's walking around really fearful, so you're absorbing all these fears constantly whenever you go out, which overwhelms your system and brings on anxiety, brings on panic, and causes you to shut down and dissociate, which makes it really hard to function in the world, and you want to just crawl inside where you're safe. So that's one of the main ways of doing, of this manifesting, this coming into your life. Another is, fear of doing things wrong. So you're constantly self-monitoring, but you're also monitoring around you. How can I fit into this group? How can I fit into that group? How can I meet everybody's needs so that I'm safe, so that there's nobody, nobody's mad at me, nobody's upset, that I can stay in this safe space within me. But the other aspect of this is energetically, wherever anybody goes, you leave a footprint. Think of it as like bloodhounds being able to sniff out somebody's scent. We leave that same imprint in an energetic sense from the emotions we're feeling, the thoughts we're having, the words we're saying, all have energy and they get left as we go. So it's really easy. I just had a recent example. I was climbing a mountain with a friend, and I've climbed mountains my whole life. Heights have never really been an issue, but recently in the last few years it has been a little bit, and I was up on this more exposed ridge, and this sense of vertigo came in, which comes from control and everything, and I had to sit for a moment, and fortunately she was there to help support me at the same time, but it was just a sense of, like, what am I picking up on? What, there's fears coming in, all this anxiety coming in. How much of this is actually mine? And how much of it am I actually just picking up from all the other people that have climbed this mountain? And as soon as I was able to start feeling into the difference there, because there is a difference between what's your energy and what's somebody else's energy. So as you start to learn that difference, that, okay, I'm experiencing this, but this isn't really anything I believe or anything I normally feel. Okay, I can let that go. And the more I started to let go of everything else I was feeling out there, the more stable I felt in myself. And then we were able to get up and cruise to the summit without a problem. And it was just an amazing experience. But this is something else to be aware of, that everywhere you go, you do have this opportunity to bump into these other energies that may not be beneficial to you. They may be something that you might have an inkling of a fear of that all of a sudden blows that up into something bigger. So just always having that awareness of you're experiencing something, you aren't it. So you're not afraid of being out in public. You're just experiencing fear of being around people right now, which is a matter of, okay, what can we do there? And that's where the self-work on this side of things is really, our outer world is a reflection of our inner. So if you're afraid of the world outside of you, that means you hold a fear of what actually is in you and what you possess, what shame's there, what guilt's there, what trauma is within you that you have not processed, you have not given space to truly feel and to truly allow out. So really looking at that aspect, diving into that part, most of us at this point have tons of modalities that we've learned to do these things, Ho'oponopono, tapping, there's Psyche, there's emotional, can go on and on and on. So, finding something that works with you. Meditation's an amazing one, to really sit with yourself and become a witness to the thoughts. You aren't the thoughts, you're experiencing the thoughts. And that kind of resonates. And that's one of the biggest shifts to make in this, is that you are not what you're feeling, what you're experiencing. You are simply experiencing it. And once you start to make that shift, you can start being out in public and that fear will come on and you're able to kind of talk yourself off the ledge, the proverbial ledge, like, okay, no, I'm just experiencing this. What happens if I experience something else? And that's, as being open, energetic, sensitive beings, you can also, having a guide, having somebody to help you, up on this mountain, having this friend with me that was like, okay, let me tap into this energy. And I can feel that, and okay, now I feel stronger, more confident in myself. So finding somebody that can help lead you, that, okay, I can lean into this energy and absorb some of this, and this is actually going to be beneficial to me, as opposed to always tying into these lower fears. And there will be a sense of discomfort that comes when you first start doing that, because it is something new. But the more you can practice that, the more you start tapping into these energies that feel beneficial to you, the more comfortable it becomes, the easier it becomes, and the more you will actually raise your vibration and start vibrating at that level. So something to really work with. I highly, highly recommend you find somebody you can work with, someone outside of you. I started doing all this work by myself, and I got far enough that I started to feel confident. Once you have the courage to step in and work with another person, that's where your growth takes off. And finding that right fit is more important. Like, I will never tell anybody they have to come work with me. It's got to be a fit. You got to resonate with a person, or it's just a waste of everybody's time. So working with that, finding somebody that can help guide you, can help lead you down this path, that's done it, has been there, is one of the greatest gifts, one of the ways we can all support and help uplift each other. I hope this helps. Leave some comments and other questions, future videos, anything like that. I'd love to start doing a series of these, and I'll be putting out some more content around practices, things you can do to help work through some of these challenges you're having. But for me, meditation is one of the greatest things you can do, and just simply walking, that movement is one of the greatest things. But anyway, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will talk to you again soon.